All right, how you doing? We're gonna talk Barset maintenance today. So this is a Barset. This is kind of an older one, a little faded. You can see, and compared to this one, just the richness of color. This one has not been used at all, actually, and has a fresh coat of oil on it. And so I just want to talk to you about after your Barset's received some use. How to restore its luster. As you can see, this one, it just looks a little dry. It just looks a little tired, and that's okay. Wood does that. Wood needs to be maintained. And so the two things that I like to recommend are this Booze Block board cream. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's like $5 for this right here, and this will last you a while. It's a great deal. If you don't like that, you can go down to just your local hardware store. This is cutting board oil. Actually, it's just food grade mineral oil is all that it is, and this is also great stuff. If you don't regularly clean your cutting board and food builds up on it, that's okay too. I recommend like 400 or 600 grit sandpaper. Just pull off a little piece of that, and just kind of, if you got food build up in certain areas, just give it a light sanding and knock off whatever food is on there. And this will really, it'll also give it a nice smooth finish, to be honest with you. Once you've done that, just grab you a little towel, put a little mineral oil on it, or you can go straight onto the block and just rub that in. And you can see how just immediately this board just is coming back to life. You know, you can also use this stuff, which is just a little bit thicker. I like to rub this in with my hands, but this is just a good thing to do. Even if you have other cutting boards at home, mineral oil, this Booze Block stuff, is just great. Highly recommend it. You even get it on the bottom a little bit, even though that's not as regularly seen. And then you just kind of want to let that sit in. You can wipe off the excess if you want to. So that's how to take care of your cutting board. I also want to just tell you how to quickly take care of your knife. So this is actually one of my knives, but this is the Barset knife in 52-100 carbon steel with a bone handle, and you can see this one's about a year old. It's been used quite a bit. The more you use it, the more kind of creamy yellow your bone will become, and your blade is gonna patina and take on a lot of grays and blues, even some purples in there. Proper blade maintenance is really, you want to sharpen your knife as infrequent as possible. Sharpening is technically removing steel, and you really don't want to do that very often, because eventually you'll end up with no knife in theory. The best thing to do on a regular basis, and you really can't do this too frequent, is to what's called steel your knife. Most kitchen knife sets come with what's called a kitchen steel or knife steel. This is not a sharpener. This is technically referred to as a straightening device. And so what happens is as you run your blade along a kitchen steel, you're actually realigning your blade to give it better cutting longevity. And so I highly recommend a good kitchen steel. I love these things. And really, you can't mess it up. The only way you can mess it up is if you go straight at it. Don't do that. But if you come at it with 15-degree angle, you give it a few swipes like that, on your regular use, you'll really end up sharpening your knife maybe once a year. if you're stealing your knife quite a bit. And so that's a great way to take care of the knife, great way to take care of the cutting board. Again, as I tell on my website, don't ever put these in the dishwasher. Don't ever use soap. Well, you can use soap on the knife. Don't use soap on the wood. The wood will actually absorb the soap. Just use warm water and these oils. For the knife, don't ever put it in the dishwasher. It'll ruin it. And so that's the Barset maintenance video. Enjoy.